Hello, everyone. We are live, at least according to the stream we are. It's been a long time since I've had guests on my channel, and I'm super excited for several reasons. First of all, it is the first day of the 7-day book challenge, and I'm super excited about that. And then I also have a guest with me today. Woo! Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Amy. I am a friend of Skye's since high school. And Skye has actually kept me writing pretty much since we reconnected about 5 years ago. She encouraged me to pursue my writing and all that, and she's helped me with my career, and we're really good friends. And I helped her do a couple of things for the 7-day writing challenge, and just basically review some content, some fresh eyes kind of thing, and it got me kind of excited. So I'm actually a 7-day book challenge greenhorn. This is the first time I've ever tried this. I have no published works. I am a complete writing novice. I just know the basics, and I'm excited to give this a shot as somebody who has no idea what they're doing. So I'm also friends with Caro. I'll probably squeeze in on a couple of Caro's streams also, who is Skye's co-host for this challenge. Excuse me.
Yeah. All right. And if you're new here, because I saw a couple new faces that I'm not used to seeing, hi, my name is Skye. I am a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. And what do I usually say when I do these intros? I have no idea anymore. Anyways, let's say hi to everyone in the comments, because the comments were active before I was even back from taking my kids to the bus stop, which is super exciting, and I'm not used to it, and I'm just like over here going,
woo!
So
you guys see that? You know that Ric Flair gif, the one where he's got like the blonde, just a splash of pink in his hair, and he's all roided out, sweating, and woo at the camera. I use that thing like almost daily. I love that gif so much.
So we got Mama Ward and SD Houston, Shannon and Eva. Let's see who else. They all like popped in. Like I was gone, hadn't even opened StreamYard, hadn't even opened YouTube after Mama Ward's stream ended, and they were all in my comment section talking about what they were doing and saying hi and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, y'all are lovely. And Carol Brown jumped in. Hello. She is answering tickets at work. Ooh, new face. Let's see. Is it pronounced Anja? Anja? Did I pronounce that right? I am terrible with names, and it seems like you're coming from Heather's channel. She did a video recently where she was talking about going to be joining in on this challenge, so that's awesome. Let's see. Miss Swift is here. Hannah is here. Hello, hello. Bus stop walks. Yeah. So my kids ride the bus in the morning and sometimes in the afternoon, depending on what time they get out versus who gets off work and stuff like that. And I have to drive them down the hill of doom, all the way across the river to the bus stop, because once upon a time, the bus would not go over the bridge. There's now a little kid who's in kindergarten up above the hill beyond us, but even so, their bus stop is still at the bus stop river. And then the bus goes and picks him up before going back to the school.
For context, everybody, Skye lives in a tiny town in Montana, only 30 minutes away from the Canadian border. So she is all the way up there in the mountains, low mountain hill areas of Montana. I know, right? You probably could.
No, I really can. I can pass the trees, the mountains.
Oh, Canada.
What else did I do? Shannon is at a hair appointment. I want to schedule my hair appointment so badly. That actually might be my reward. So since this is the 7-day book challenge, we will start writing. Let me actually, before I get into conversation, I am going to open up the Forest app and get our first tree ready so I can get the code on the screen for anyone who wants to grow a tree with me. Let's see, which tree are we going to start with today? You know what? We're going to start with a sparkling tree. It's going to sparkle and it's going to be pretty.
I really want that sparkling tree. I've been half tempted to buy the little blue crystal-y things specifically so I can get that tree.
That's why you live vicariously through me and let me get the tree for you.
I know, right? Skye and I have both bought out the Forest app, but I've bought out everything that's within the app. Skye has bought out everything that you have to actually pay money for.
Mhm.
So we are fans of this app.
Okay, so there's the Forest app code if you want to grow a tree with us. So we're doing the 7-day book challenge. I will be streaming daily at this time for 2 to 3 hours. It just varies how much I feel like it. Once upon a time, I was only doing 2-hour streams, but lately I've noticed my streams have been getting slightly longer. So just however long we feel like writing, we'll write. And then what I'm thinking is that my reward. So I like when I do challenges like these, if I succeed at them, I like to do rewards. And originally I was thinking it'll be like cover art time for this story, but I think I really want to wait on that until closer to it being ready for publication for 2 reasons. The 2 cover artists I want to work with are more on the expensive side, just a wee bit. And then also because I don't know when this one will be ready for publication because this is the first draft and I am not worried about that right now. So my other thought process was I've been wanting to color my hair like a silvery blue color, and I think that's what my reward will be. If I succeed at this challenge, I will go ahead and schedule my appointment and go get my hair colored. So yes.
I cannot handle. I know anybody who's familiar with this concept. Skye's heard me say this so many times. I can't do something like that. Like set a reward for myself after I finish the challenge. Twofold. One, I do not have the, I don't even know what to call it, the spoons to wait. If I have something that I want, I use it. And 2, even if I do a lot something like that, by the time I finish something, I usually just move on to the next thing. So my reward will be doing a victory lap around social media. Maybe we'll just see how it goes.
Woo! Victory lap!
Words.
Okay, Eva, how long is your hair? Because you're talking about getting 10 inches off, and I'm just like, can I have those 10 inches?
Oh, I know, right? I've heard, I don't know if this is scientifically true or not, because I've never put the effort into researching it, but I've heard that hair length is something that is coded in your DNA. So you can take great care of your hair and be, far and above these people who have floor length hair. And if your genetic code says, hey, once it gets to be about 24 inches long, we're going to dump it, there's nothing you can do about it. And I have chosen to believe this scientific idea because my hair is one of those people. I get to around 24 inches long and my hair just falls out. Like it doesn't matter what I do or how good of care I take of it. So I would gladly take those 10 inches and just stick them on the end of mine. I want long hair, but I can't get it to go past my ribs.
Mine is to my shoulders right now. My husband's hair is longer than mine.
Yeah, so is my man's. Damn it.
So that's fun. But mine gets to about where it is now, and it's super thin and it's super fine, and this is where it starts breaking. So, and that was happening long before I started dyeing my hair. So, and I was talking to the stylist when I was talking to her about how much it might cost to do my hair, and I was like, she was like, "How long has it been since you last dyed your hair?" And I was like, "Well, it's been over a year since I dyed my hair because I had to get the blue out when my job told me that they could not allow non-natural hair colors at the time. That rule has since changed, and that's why I'm going with silvery blue, and I'm super excited about it."
I cannot get my stupid Forest app phone to turn on. I have a phone that I use just for, it's an older phone, and I have all my apps like Forest and stuff on it, and that won't charge. I think I need to replace my charger brick.
It says no.
Ugh. Okay, but I do have my paperwork ready. So,
woo.
Did you outline what the 7-day challenge is yet?
I did. I am super ready to go.
Oh yeah, your social media looks so good. I'm not gonna lie, I love that color palette.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna start this first sprint, and then we'll come back and do some chatting during the break. Let me get our cat up. Do. Here we go. We are going to be using Pomodoro Kitty. It allows us to do um, 25 minutes sprints, and then it'll do a 5-minute break in between each one. And then after 4 sprints, it does a 15-minute break. So that's what we're going to use to keep us on track. And this is going to basically stay up forevermore now. I see lots of comments coming through, and I'll answer them on the next break. But we're going to do this first sprint. Let me get, if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is during my sprints, I put up prompts. You don't have to write them. They're just there if you don't know what you want to write about and need something to write about. So here's some inspiration for you. And we're going to start this first sprint in 3, 2, 1. Let's write. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let me know in the comments. I am going to get our next tree set up. I'm going to get a code on screen, and then I will be back to check the chat because there's been lots of conversation. Lots and lots of conversation. This tree. There we go.
I think my charger brick is going bad. The phone that I have my Forest app on has only charged 2% in the 25 minutes that we just did that sprint. And I just tried to power it on, and it's not even enough energy to power on the phone.
Eek.
After charging for 25 minutes. So, make sad face. I think I have to just put my Forest app on another device.
Maybe. All right. I wrote words. It would help if I look and see what words I wrote. Jeez. 795 words.
Nice. In 25 minutes?
Yep. I'm on a roll. 795. I'm adding them to the word count tracker. So for those who are signed up to do the 7-day book challenge, the sign up sheet also has a daily word count tracker. So I've been adding in my sprints into the word count tracker so I can keep up with it. Let's see. Okay. Reset that. Okay. Oh, lots of conversation. Oh dear goodness, I'm getting flooded. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We had several new people join during the sprint. Let's see. I gotta go back up
just
to
saw
words.
Mama Ward's comment. Hello, Mama Ward.
Let's see.
It has been a hot minute. I think it's been over a year since I've been on either of your streams.
I don't know.
You and Carol were the only two people I ever showed up on, anyways, my friends. But I think it's been a while.
It has. Let's see. Okay, newcomers. Ink Steady joined us. Catpaw joined us. Stephanie joined us. Hello, hello. Let's see. Is there any other people that popped in during the sprint? Morgan Lee did. Hello. I think that's all of the new people that joined in during this sprint, which means I can go back and see what everyone did. Whee!
Mama Ward called us the OG Mayhem Sprint crew.
Because chaos reigns.
I got to make that GIF too.
Carol answered 4 tickets. Eva got 384 words, which reminds me, how did you do?
I did good. For anybody who's interested, Skye's newsletter, she put out a PDF where there's basically 2 approaches to a 7-day challenge like this. One is world building, and one is word counts. And because I am an amateur, I'm just going for word building. Word building. Oh my goodness. World building, excuse me. And the first thing on there is the plot. So I just sort of brain dumped. I think I got the whole front side of the page and about half of the back of bulleted stuff that I think would be a cool subplot to have, or a family history that I think I could tie back into the main plot. So I'm doing all handwritten stuff right now. Can't really do a word count at the moment, but I did pretty good. I got almost almost a page front and back worth of notes for my plot.
Nice. Catpaw got 1 page. There was lots of conversation back and forth where everyone was saying hi. Ink Steady finished up an animation they started last night. Eva's aiming for 4K today. That's awesome.
Nice. That's a scary number for me.
I'm gonna pause the KeyCat because I do want to get through all these comments real quick. Let's see. I'm kind of scanning them and just reading the ones that are about updates and stuff. Miss Swift did brainstorming and officially started dictating. Ooh, I love good dictation. No word count until translating, though. That's okay. Anja wrote down some character names and more details about their backstory. Kappa, if you do not want to track your word count, you do not have to, because sometimes just writing the words is more important. My friends! World building is word building. Yes, it is. And Mama Ward's almost got 1K for today already. That's awesome. Okay. Eva said, gotta finish making tea, be back and sprinting soon. Okay, good. Okay. I've gotten through all the comments, I think. Yes. Oh, look at me go.
Nice.
All right. So we have 10 seconds before our next sprint starts. So I'm going to go ahead and get us set up and ready with our next prompt, which is fairly simple. And here we go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments while I get the next tree set up, and then I will be back to check everything. Do. This tree. Create. 6 T. All right, there's our next code for our next tree if you want to join. Let's see. I wrote words, 560 words. Not bad. Let me add that to my word count tracker. Okay. Now I can go back to the comments and see what everyone else did. Woo! How did you do?
That Forest Chrome app, does that let you, like, can I join yours if I do that?
Unfortunately not. That one does do the timer, but it's extremely simplified to just that. If there is a way to add to codes so you can join other groups and stuff, I haven't found it.
I'm not seeing it in the pictures either.
Yeah.
I got a little more than a page added. So
nice.
I'm up to front and back and about half of a second page.
Are you handwriting it?
Yeah. It's not like solid text. It's like bulleted ideas. So I've got maybe like, looks like there's maybe 30 lines on the front of the page. So I've got like maybe 120 ideas bulleted.
There you go. Let's see. Eva and Mama Ward went to go make food and tea. Cat Paw is checking in the washing machine to make sure it's not making the racket she's hearing.
Oh no.
Yikes. Caro finished up some tickets and jumped into a meeting. Timers are going extremely fast. See, I think they're going slow. Every time I look up, it looks like there's like been 6 more minutes added to the timer. The one that's going fast is the break timer, but the writing timer itself is going slow, in my opinion. Morgan spent the time.
How many words did you get?
Instagram. I got 560.
Nice.
I was constantly checking the timer this time, which is weird. I don't usually do that. Let's see. Morgan spent time setting up an Instagram account for a new pen name. Ooh. See, Morgan's doing more work than I am willing to put into anything dealing with pen names. I'll just be like, Skye writing as blah, blah, blah. And that's it. Everything's under the same account. I'm not setting up separate accounts, not setting up separate newsletters, not doing any of that. That's just too much work. Oh man.
I have to admit, I've had to work on some Instagram content for like, oh God, it feels like 1,000, but like 6 different clients, 2 of which are like me. And 6 different projects, I'll call it, 4 clients and my own. And I am absolutely enamored with those Canva templates that you can buy. Mm-hmm. You know, you can buy like 30 of them for like $3.
Yep.
And I get a butt ton of them off of Creative Fabrica because I have a subscription. That's where I get mine. And so I get them all for free. Not for free. I pay for the subscription, but I get to use them all freely. And I have now turned into what I would consider myself to be proficient at generating Instagram content. I don't enjoy it any more than I ever have, but I'm getting pretty good at it. So Morgan, Creative Fabrica, highly recommend for templates because they're like, you can get themed ones and it's really cool.
Nice. Okay, I'm pausing the kitty timer so that I can read through the comments and see what everyone else did. I'm not used to there being so many people in the comment section, so I'm going to be constantly pausing this kitty timer.
And this is just day one.
Shh. We'll get all our words. Don't worry.
You're gonna go far, kid. You're gonna go far.
So I did the math, and I have to write 5,000 plus words a day in order to meet my 40,000 word count by the end of this week. And I'm just like, I could do that during my live stream. And then I was thinking about going, no, I can't because I spent too much time talking to people. Anja was working on a scene and incorporated various notes from an outline. That's awesome. Oh, hi, Kayleen. You're new to my channel. Hello. Eva finished the prologue and most of the first chapter, up to 802 words. But I forgot what I had. Are you working on one that you'd started before? Or, excuse me, did you forget like the word count that you had before? Like I'm confused about which of those is happening right now. Whoops. Eva has 6 Instagram accounts. I have 1. My sister now has 2.
What do you use to coordinate that content that you create separately? Like, do you just have them sorted into project folders on Canva? That's what I've been doing. I find most people do it that way because Canva's the go-to.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too, actually. I want to know how you coordinate all of that because I can barely keep up with what I've got.
Oh, I found this kick-ass social media content generator lady on TikTok. She gives really, really good advice. I've actually used like half the crap that I've heard her say. And I can't call it crap because it's very quality information. I call it crap because I am not keen on social media. But it's highly good content. I'll see if I can find her after I stop running my mouth here in a minute, see if I can find her profile and share it just for, this is just cool ways to come up with easy content generation that she says a lot. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Oh, that's what I need.
Was this the one that you sent me a video to a long, long time ago? I can't remember how long ago.
It's a blonde chick. She's always in her like office lobby area.
I think so. I think that was who it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably did because I really like her content.
Nice. Eva is working on a very short novelette. So she did a short prologue. Okay. Yes, Anja. I love the Forest app. I just don't use it outside of streams. But it keeps me on task during streams at least.
I have tried time blocking and stuff. And I've come to the conclusion multiple times over in my life, but never fully committed to the idea that time blocking is the only way I can manage all the stuff I have going on. And I find that the Forest app really helps me with the one thing the Forest app makes super easy, and I can just boom, click a button, and I don't even have to think about it, is if you mark your sprints with what you're doing, like this is admin, this is client time, this is domestics, which is what I call like housework and stuff like that, domestics, cooking dinner, whatever. And I do that. If I actually remember to use the Forest app regularly, I can actually see how I've spread my time out, even when I'm not doing the time blocking that I should be doing.
Yeah.
So that's really helpful for me for self-reflection.
I don't like time blocking as far as like planning ahead, but I do like time blocking as a mode of seeing where I am spending my time. Because I feel like every time I plan out my week saying this is what I'm going to do these days, my plans always change. But I still like being able to see where I spent my time at. So instead of doing time blocking in the way of like planning, I use it as like more like a tracker to see what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very helpful for me because I'm just like, oh, I spent this amount of time writing or this amount of time just staring at my phone, scrolling through TikTok. Thanks to my sisters.
Was instantly addicted to TikTok. No joke. Like the day I finally put it on my phone, addicted. I resisted for the first 2 years it was out. I didn't do it. Now I'm conflicted because as much as I hate how much time it takes up, my algorithm is pretty spread out. Like I get work stuff, personal stuff, farm stuff, garden stuff, chicken stuff, writing stuff. Like it's pretty cool.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go back to comments now. Mama Ward has a blog they forget about until I update it once a month. Your pen name is a place? Ooh. Not a secret, but going to wait to share it publicly when I have something to put on the socials. Same with Morgan Lee. Not a secret, but I haven't shared it yet. Inksteady finished the animation. Now lunch. Good job. Congratulations. I love it when we finish projects.
Nice.
Tried to work out. What was wrong with them? Oh no. So the washing machine was what was making the racket. Oh no. Ugh. Eva's like, content? That's what I don't do. But she does use Canva folders and scheduling because we had this conversation on one of my other live streams. She actually schedules straight from Canva, which I can't do because I put all of my stuff for 1 month in a single project, and that requires scheduling straight from Canva requires every post to be its own project. And I'm just like, nah, man. It's too much work. Okay, so here we go. We got a name for all 6. Bookend Lane, which is her LLC that she uses for maintaining a list of indie authors. I think that's the shortest way I could put that my brain can think of right now. Indie Index, unused, just saved. Just Eva. Tyla Kane, which is going to be the Kidlit pen name. Her personal Instagram, and now the romance pen name. So that's all 6. That's a lot.
Especially since it's all writing related, that's a lot circular ideas.
Work off alarms, but my alarms aren't alarms. Lunch is an alarm. I have alarms set for work. Everyone at work laughs at me. My coworkers laugh at me because I have alarms set for like our breaks. And then I go get them. I'm like, hey, it's break time. Take your break.
That Forest app code's not working for me.
6TEQJS2SG. There's 3 other people in the group. Here, let me do this. Ha 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 ha. Because I know who you are. Ha, 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 ha. I'll just share it directly with you. And then we'll start writing soon, I promise. Because this is kind of a writing stream. Maybe just a little bit.
I'm finally getting on a roll now. I hope that makes me less chatty, but we'll see. Wouldn't count on it.
Mama Ward is reminding everyone to save and back up work. Apparently there's a solar flare hitting tomorrow.
Well, that's going to be fun for our internet receptions.
Yep. Write on blog when I remember it. Yep, you can schedule on Canva, but each post has to be its own project. So you can't put like I put all of my Instagram posts for 1 month in one project. And then under the comment section is where I usually tend to write what I'm going to be posting as far as like the caption goes. But you cannot share more than one from each project. I think Amy's just having some tech gremlins attack her because the code worked for several other people. It's just you. It's just you.
Well, don't wait for me then, because I do not understand what's going wrong over here. I'd rather be productive.
Okay. Eva, I have every project in one and then duplicate and delete to post. Okay, that's an interesting way to do it. The folder has each day named as such and then an all project. Okay. That is an interesting way to do it.
I'm
gonna have to think on that because like that would work. That would work. Right now I'm just using business.facebook, their beta, whatever, business marketing, whatever it's called. I hate it. I hate it so much, but it's what I'm using. And it works.
One of my clients is a dog breeder, and she's a little bit older. She's like mid-60s. And she's very tech savvy. Like she doesn't struggle with anything, but every single time Facebook and Meta change their dashboard accesses, like I'm sure plenty of you know, they just changed your posts and reels, and now that section is called content. They just changed that like this month, I think.
Yeah.
And every single time that changes, because her stuff got hacked, and so every time something changes, she's like, "I need you to log in and make sure everything's still there." So every time they make an update, I know the phone call is coming.
That is funny.
Incoming.
All right, let's go ahead and do our next sprint. So, got at least 2 more to go minimum, and we're probably going to do a couple more than that. So, let me get our next prompt up. You don't have to write on this if you don't want to, but if you want to write but don't know what you want to write about, maybe this will inspire you. So, here's our prompt. We're going to write starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's write. I don't know why I didn't start the kitty first. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to get our next tree ready.
I got very derailed and only got like maybe half a page of content. So I got derailed trying to figure out what is up with my electronics.
They said no.
They did, all three of them. I had to go into the other room, get a different plug, and then had to plug it into a different outlet. So now I'm wondering how much of a colony have these tech gremlins put in my bedroom.
They have set up camp. They say they refuse to leave.
I know, right? I thought we had an agreement.
Your agreement has been nullified for some odd reason.
They've gone on strike as well. We can't work under these conditions. You've gotten updated devices. All of your shit's wireless now. How are we supposed to manifest and tear shit up if you stop plugging us in?
Right. I got 839 words that time.
Nice.
Right? I'm getting there. One of the things I had been waffling back and forth with right before we started this challenge was I knew that the main character was going to be a teenager because it's in the title, Teenage Dragon Slayer. But I was like, do I want her a teenager still in high school, or do I want her a teenager just starting college? And I'm writing her in high school, and I'm like, I hate this so much. I think I want her in college. So that might change. It might just be me sabotaging myself, but
I don't know. I feel like personally, I prefer things like college because my high school experience was so limited that it's actually harder for me to suspend my disbelief that they're in these kick-ass high schools where like you have free periods and stuff like that. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Like, no, we didn't. The only free period that was offered the entirety of my high school was when you were a senior. Mm-hmm. You could take either the first class of the day or the last class of the day, and you didn't have to come in. But that meant that you would only get 31 out of 32 credits at the end of the year.
Yep.
That's the closest we got to a free period, because we went to the same high school.
Yep.
So like free periods or even like a study period, I was like, do you have any idea how cool that would have been? With all these AP classes that I had and all this extra credit nonsense to actually just be able to do some of the stuff while it was fresh in my mind at school instead of having to come home and compete with my home life to get these thoughts out. But no. So college, yeah. I mean, I imagine all college scenarios having free time for you to get into shenanigans. So if she turns out to be like one of the youngest people in her class and she's 17 and she's a freshman, I'm all for it.
All right, let's check out these comments real quick. Meeting done, going to get a drink of water. That was from And Stretch. That was from Caro. Awesome. I hope the meeting went well.
Doing that too. Not just when I get my water. Stretch, do a little bit of something stretch when I get my water too. I'm trying to work on my mobility and flexibility, so I think that would be a really good addition.
Switching to dictation because I have a cat who is clinging to her favorite perch on my arm with claws.
Oh.
Ouch. Honestly, doctor, I don't self-harm. I just have a clingy feral rescue. I love that so much. Mama Ward, congratulations. That is becoming a writing prompt. I am adding it. It's going in with the dialogue prompts. It's going to happen. Oh, man. Cat Paw got 3 pages. Miss Swift did more dictation. Anja continued with the next scene. Quite happy with progress. Now I have to leave and prepare for dinner. Well, thank you for joining us, Anja, if you're still here. I am very happy that you were able to join us, and I hope that you get a lot of words done. So, yay.
She'll be back tomorrow, same time.
Woo! Yeah. For a second there, I thought you were talking about Anja. I was like, woo, yes! And then it clicked that you were probably talking about me, because, yeah. Oh, hush, kitty. We'll get started in a second. Let me get through the comments. Let's see. Caro did the meeting, wrote a card, and came back with new water. Eva got 600 words and wrote down word counts so we can keep better track of that. I am tracking it directly in the sign up sheet. I've actually been like, if you click on day one word count, I have it say a formula with each, so you can track how many sprints it takes me to write the word count as well. Being smart that way.
Hey, you know what I might do? I might tally my ideas since I'm doing like bulleted lists here.
Yeah.
Rather than worrying about my not a word count, I'll keep count of my ideas because I'm trying to put like, one bullet, one idea. So
there you go.
That way I can track stuff.
There you go. Mama Ward's got 1,653 words for the day so far. And Eva is sitting somewhere between 1,400 and 1,600 words for the day. Morgan wrote 391. Excuse me. I'm going to go with the total words in the draft for my 4K goal for today, though. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't blame you. Had work release, but I had been taking extra classes and college-based classes my freshman year of high school. See, there you go. My senior year, they started a program called Huskins, where you could go to the community college there was only like 2 classes offered that first year. They added more when my sisters were doing stuff. But you could go to the college and get college credit while doing high school classes. It was very interesting. I took web design.
See, they expanded that program. I'm the year ahead of Skye. And we had classes at our local community college. We had to drive up there. And you only got them if you were a senior, and it was only the last class of the day.
Yep.
And but with my senior year, so your junior year, do you remember those AP math class credits that they started offering where you could take like advanced math on top of your AP, and you started getting college credits for your math classes?
Yep.
And I was like, where was that when you put me through AP calculus? Seriously, because it didn't count for me because I was 2 years ahead of the program.
Yeah,
that would have been nice.
And the worst part of that was they started offering them at the high school themselves after I graduated.
Right.
Like you could do them online in the computer classes.
Ugh. I was so jealous.
I was just like, really?
Yeah.
Oh well. My high school, I want to say they started the Huskins program your senior year, and then I got to take it when they started ironing it out a little bit, or my senior year. And then the year after I left, they were like, oh, by the way, we're going to do it this way.
I think it was something like that because I was a senior and I had AP calculus my first semester. And then my second semester, I didn't have a math class, but I did have a advanced science class. And there was one of the like sophomore year super advanced students, like all the APs, everything. He was one of the smartest people in the grade. Okay. And he was talking about his math classes. And I was like, weren't you just in my other AP class last year? Like, what? And he was getting college credits for taking the same classes that I was taking, but I wasn't getting college credits for them because I was a grade ahead of him.
Yep.
So it really stuck with me after all these years, if you can't tell, being irritated about it. AP calculus was no joke. I hated that thing. I managed to make it out at the end with an A, and that was all that mattered to me. I don't give a crap how much of an A I got. I still got an A. That class was hard.
You're such a teacher's pet.
No, man.
I was happy when I got a C.
I made it through. Okay, I did what I had to do to make it through.
Let's see. No options for college during high school hours. Yeah, see, that was something they started late for us.
Yeah, lameness. I don't think it's fair at all. I think it shouldn't happen. Like, this is high school. I hate the notion that like, oh, we're working you towards college by incentivizing you with college credits. How about you incentivize me by making sure that my freaking high school education is competitive? My high school education, my stuff, North Carolina is like one of the bottom 10 education wise in the whole of the United States. So my advanced high school diploma was still like bottom tier, some of the colleges that I was applying to.
Ugh.
So, it would have
Yeah.
been nice if you made it worth my time. And then to have to take the same science class with somebody who's already gotten 3 college math credits. Oh, I'm still not happy
I
about
think
it.
she's heated, guys. I think she's just a little heated.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and set us up for our next sprint. We're going to do it and we're going to write all the words. Here's our next prompt. And we are going to write all of the words because we are trying to do a challenge. This is why I can't have company on my streams because we get to talk.
Especially not me. I'm not a great companion for deadlines. Caro keeps me in check though. Caro doesn't hesitate to be like, Amy, shut up. It's time for the next sprint. Skye does. So I will shut up now because it's time for the next sprint.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you want to do some more sprints or if we need to be done for the day. So I'm good either way. Just saying.
I can hang around if you stay on, but I am going to have to switch over to work stuff.
Okay.
But I did, the last thing that I did, realizing what time it was, I went ahead and tallied up my stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I all got, I got 203 ideas.
Ooh.
I know, right? Not bad.
Not bad at all. Let's see.
I got that for my day one word count on the spreadsheet.
There you go. I got 752 words that sprint for a total of 3,365 words for the day so far.
That's, awesome. What'd you say your goal was? A little over 4K?
5K, but yes.
More than halfway. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I'm still going to be doing more sprints during Caro's stream tonight because Caro is streaming tonight. So, yeah. I'll hit that word count. I will. Let's see. Shannon is back, has more energy now to get some stuff. Yeah, taking care of yourself. Self-care is very important for being able to get stuff done. Yes. Friday night is girls' night, technically, for my family. And Friday night, the girls and I did our nails. I actually waited until Saturday to do mine. I took the nail polish off. But we were all being like, we're going to be fancy because I'm about to have a week off, which means I can wear acrylic and fake nails. So we all bought like the glue on nails and I did their nails. My oldest has black nails. My youngest had blue with a silver design. So, and then I bought these ones that are like pink and blue. They were originally longer, but I trimmed them shorter because I was already having trouble typing. I was like, yeah, this is too long. But it's fun to sit down, watch a movie, and do stuff like that.
Yeah. When I do nail stuff, I just go for a layer of paint. I do too much stuff with my hands for any kind of nail length anymore, as much as I love wearing them long.
Yeah.
So
usually
I have quite the nail polish collection. I think I've got like 90 something colors. I'm almost into triple digits.
Dang, that's a lot. I thought we had a lot, but that's more than what we have. And once this week is over, I'll have to remove these because I can't wear them at my job. But it's fun to have long, pretty nails while I can. Let's see. Carol is still in a meeting. Let's see. Misty Kate is here, just clocking in for work, having breakfast. Yay, welcome. Cat Paw needs to go eat something. Eat something. You cannot live on iced tea. I know you love it, but you need food sustenance. Okay, lots of food eating. Eva got 713 words. Cat Paw got 1 page and a breakfast. There we go. Meet Cute is next. Feels late, so my starting point may move up. Morgan got 436 words. Mama Ward got 381 after convincing Shiley that she isn't my dragon. Don't let me go, Mama. I feel like my mute cute is late. That's my problem with the client story that I have. So it's a friends to lovers, so it should be somewhat easy, but the couple still has to actually get together earlier in that story that I'm working on than it actually happens, because it's only like 10 chapters and they shouldn't be getting together at like chapter 4. It should be happening a lot earlier than that, because that's already like a third of the book right there. So whatever, get there eventually. Figure it out. See, I've not written romance short before, so it may be fine. Maybe just be over 12K cap. There you go. Farm life means I usually keep mine on the shorter side. So even when I was doing like stuff with the horses, and like digging ground for fence posts and stuff like that, I was able to keep a little bit of a longer nail, but not long to the length that most people keep them nowadays. Definitely not that long. But about where I have them now actually is about where I used to keep them even when I was doing farm stuff. So it just means getting used to it. But
Mm-hmm.
more the chemicals that we use, it will destroy them like within a day.
Yeah.
That's more the problem. And if I was a CNA, yeah, definitely not being able to do that. Cannot have it with patient care at all. Miss Swift did more dictation. Do. Oh, shoot. Force code. Yes, we said we were going to do more sprints. I heard more sprints, so I forgot to put the force code. Thank you for the reminder. Let's grow a candy tree. Just because I don't think we've done that one yet today. I have no idea. Okay. Let me get that code up so that we can use the next 8-ish minutes. I forgot to even take that one down. There we go. I'll get my life
I
together.
loved that one. That one made me laugh when I switched over to the screen to mute myself. I saw it up there. You're deaf. I don't speak English.
I feel like if I were to ever go do something purposely that could get us in trouble with the law, that's exactly the kind of thing I would say to whoever I was working with. Remember, if we get caught, there's 2 scenarios. Either I don't know you or you're deaf and I can't speak English. One of those 2 is going to happen, and whichever one comes to mind first. See. Okay, there we go. I need more forest credits to get the sunflowers. You get those sunflowers. They're pretty.
We'll grow those next. Watch your commercial, get your double coins turned on?
I do not. No.
I was for cat paw.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say.
That makes it go fast, too.
It does.
Faster, anyways.
Let's see.
The one thing I don't like about the forest app that kind of gets on my nerves is, they show you the plants grow in stages.
Mm-hmm.
And your most common time intervals of 15 to 25 minutes are still within that first stage. So if you actually want to see any of these full grown, fully mature, like the prettiest form of stuff, you have to time yourself for 2 hours at a time for stuff, regardless of what you're doing. Yeah. Which is why I usually use that with my client blocking. I'll be working on a client for 2 hours, and then I actually use my ClickUp to time how long it takes me to do tasks when I need to. Yeah. So that's the one thing that's kind of a bummer, because the adult trees are so much cooler and you don't hardly get to see them. If you actually use the forest app a lot, you don't ever actually see the full mature trees.
Yeah. So Cat Paw, what she means is like when you're done growing your tree, it gives you 2 options. You can either get the coins, or it says below that, watch an ad to double your coins, or something to that effect.
Yeah, it'll be in your settings somewhere around like the block list and stuff like that. It's on one of the main pages, and it's I just saw it the other day when I logged in on the different device, but I can't remember it now. Turn on something. It's in your settings somewhere. I'm sorry. I still can't get that phone to charge, so now I'm afraid that it's the phone. It is like a 7-year-old phone.
Yeah, that makes sense then. It's allowed to die.
Yeah.
Okay, she'll check it out. Or they'll check it out. She'll check it out. They'll check it out. Yeah. I'm with you, Mama Ward. I wish you could stack sprints too. That way you could get all of them. Or like if you grow the same tree, even if you do multiple sprints, as long as you don't like take a break and grow a different tree in between, each sprint that continues on stacking on top of each other, going with the same stacking idea, gives you the next tree.
Oh, like if they did a Pomodoro thing.
Yeah.
25 minutes. And that would be a cool suggestion to throw at them in the Discord. Be like, hey, we want to see the big trees.
I want the big trees. Let's see. Eva's not using the Forest app because she leaves her phone far away. They do have a Chrome extension for the computer. While you can't grow a tree with us, you could still grow a tree. I'm just saying. I had friends that tried to get out of a ticket by doing that, but the officer pulled them over, spoke ASL. That's going to be fun to write. So in this story, they use ASL a lot. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to break that out. Because normally when I'm writing, thoughts are in italics. So now I have to figure out thoughts, text messages, and ASL. Oh, man. It's going to be fun. I got this. I got this. Hometown has a school for the deaf. No one was getting out of anything for being hearing impaired. So my coworkers had someone who used to work with them, who was deaf, and actually she comes in and visits every once in a while. And she came in the other day, and they were having a conversation where they were talking because she can lip read a little bit. And they were all like, dang, I'm so rusty. We need you to come back so we can continue our ASL again. Because apparently she used to do like daily lessons and teach them more words than what they do. And I was like, you guys, we could be doing this during our break because I want to learn more ASL. I'm just saying.
I would love to learn it. I've tried a couple of times. I've got some books, but I cannot learn out of the book the same way as I can with like YouTube tutorials.
Yeah.
And I learned that the hard way, and then, life happened. I didn't continue to pursue it. So
yeah. I
follow a couple of really funny people on TikTok though who teach you how to swear in sign language. That brings me up to like 6 languages I know how to swear in.
Let's see. Always have notes and text messages in bold. The cool thing is the formatting program I use now allows you to set up text messages like it would look on a phone. So that will make it easier when I get to the formatting portion. But it's just for me while I'm writing the draft in Scrivener because I use nothing but Scrivener for drafting. Sorry.
What if you just put a little indicator in front of yourself, like TXT with that vertical line? That way you can see a visual indicator and then format it out later.
That's what I'm thinking. And then they're at the Mama Ward, Kappa, and even Shannon have some bunch of different suggestions in the comments. I'll have to go back through the comments and see what would work best. Bold italics, single brackets, quote marks. I'm wondering if I could do quote because it's ASL and it is speaking. I was leaning towards quotation marks with it in italics then. That's what I was leaning towards for that. We'll see.
It might be a little bit easier to do than you're thinking also because ASL does not have all of the little twos, these, ofs, for, ands, ats, and all that stuff of our language. So directly translating it is going to be, like they even do their adjectives after their nouns, right? In some cases. So it wouldn't be like the red car went to the store. It'd be like red car, drive, store. That might be easier to translate that way.
Maybe. There's also a lot more ASL languages than I ever realized.
I know.
I think I read somewhere that there's like over 150 or 350. Those two numbers are stuck in my head for some reason. I don't know which one, if either, is actually the right number.
Yeah,
and I was just like, damn! Ah! Probably just establish their language early on with action tags and character development and then use regular quote formatting. That would work too. An occasional action tag for big. See, there's only 2 to 3 characters who will use the sign language. Everyone else doesn't. So that's why I was trying to figure out a way to differentiate it. But we'll see. I'm not to that point yet. I haven't even introduced those characters yet, so it's fine. Ow! Don't hit yourself on the desk.
So I am switching over to doing work for the remainder of the sprint, but I did come away with 203 ideas for my plot. And I think if I remember to circle back around this evening for Caro's stream. I think I'm going to organize them.
That sounds like a plan. All right. And writing itself sounds like a plan. So we're going to go ahead and do our next sprint. And we are going to write for 25 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Just realized I'm not muted. Sorry, everybody.
All right, that's time. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let me know in the comments. We're going to do one more sprint. And then we will end for the day. And we're doing one more sprint because I promised cat paw sunflowers. So that's going to be the next flower we're going to grow. We're going to grow some sunflowers. So let me get that up there real quick. Do. 3K 7Z away NBTSG. Did I do that right? 3K7 ENB TSG. Okay, yeah. There we go. Huzzah! 4-step code.
I'm sad I didn't get any forest trees today.
I'm sure we.
Now I know of a new gremlin manifestation, so I'm going to have to figure that one out. I think I need to replace the power strip.
Maybe.
No. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Let's see. I got...
What is it?
400
says rabble, rabble, rabble.
I got 486 words. Let me add that to the word count tracker real quick. 486. Just under 4,000. Dang it. So close.
I switched over to working on a Substack newsletter content proposal brief.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not going to call it a proposal. I'm going to call it a brief because it's better. But I have this client who started a Substack newsletter, and I explained to her, she has a self-help book. And so I explained to her how freaking phenomenal something like Substack is, because she really wants to pump up her newsletter. That's why she chose Substack, because of the, overlap there.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, but you got to use it. Like, she's trying to do her content in her newsletter is basically the same as what I would tell her to put under an Instagram post. Like, sometimes it's less than 500 words. She thinks that's a newsletter. And I'm like, no, you're... And she wonders why. She came into Substack with a huge list, over 6,000 email subscribers. I know, right? And she loses an average of 100 to 150 per issue. And now she's like, what's happening? And I'm like, you didn't come in here with a content plan. You're basically doing social media posts. How do I say this nicely? So I'm trying to do it without giving away too much information, engage her without doing all the work for no compensation. So I'm doing a content brief in the hopes that I can build on some ideas, and then maybe she'll let me get my hands on her newsletter.
There you go. All right. So Misty Kate was having trouble with comments. So I gave her the power of the wrench. Use it wisely or unwisely. I don't care which, honestly. I've been having trouble with my comments going through too, depending on what is going on and what's being said. So I feel that. And that's even when I have the power of the wrench. Sometimes my comments are just not going through. Like the emojis will, but the comment that goes with the emoji. Because I never send just emoji. Usually I send a full-length comment with the emoji being like, And then I'll see something where just the emoji went through, and I'm like, what did I put that it didn't like?
I'm terrible about doing that whole, I'll send 5 text messages with 5 sentences instead of 1 paragraph. There's a couple people who I talk to, it drives them nuts to hear their, notification thing go off 5 times. Because I'm like, I had 5 ideas.
And I have to send them separately.
So, yeah. I try to compromise on it. But it's annoying, but it works in my brain for exactly like today's project. I wrote off ideas, not necessarily word counts, because I'm trying to do world building, because it's been so long since I've written anything. I'm like, let's just start small. It's a cool idea, so let's just talk about the idea a lot until I'm sick of it.
There you go. So one of the things she was trying to say was apparently you can get the full trees right away if you use the stopwatch feature.
What?
I've never tried that. Now that I think about it, the trees I've always grown with the stopwatch feature have been like the ones that don't have levels. So now we have to try this.
Oh, so if you use it as a stopwatch, not a timer, then they give you the full trees. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what it sounds like.
Oh,
We'll have to try it and see.
yeah.
Morgan got 632 words. Caro's meeting is over, and she took many, many notes.
Nice.
And Misty Kate made a comment, and I have to talk about this real quick. It says she takes so many notes that it looks like little clouds on her desk. We just watched Elemental the other day, so literally in my brain, you said that, and I'm picturing out little clouds on the desk.
I was cracking up when they go to the game and it's all the fart references. Like, I'm usually not a fart giggler, but I giggle the entire time. The Windbreakers is the name of one of the sports teams. What was the other one? Windbreakers versus...
I don't remember.
Oh, it's another fart reference. They had like 6 fart references in 3 minutes in the movie, and I giggled.
Yeah. Cat Paw got 2 pages. You know what? That's good. That's awesome. Miss Swift switched over to notes and brainstorming. If my past dictation history is anything to go by, probably wrote 2 to 3K this stream. That's awesome.
Nice.
Ooh.
I see Caro's comment about me. I adapted. I appreciate it very much, my friend.
So Cat Paw made the recommendation of suggesting that your client reads the newsletter Ninja book.
Oh, yeah. I could send that along to her as suggested reading.
Yep.
Newsletter Ninja, note to self.
Yep. Hello, newcomer. I don't... A.H. de Carrasco?
I think I recognize them from somebody else's comment section. I think they're new to the AuthorTube scene, right?
I don't know. It's new to me completely. 294 words. That's awesome.
Digging your last name, though.
Anne. Okay.
Carrasco.
And that's if I'm pronouncing it correctly, because I am bad with that. Let's see. People don't realize Substack is more than social media content. It's like a shiny new Blogger site. I hated Blogger so much.
I never used Blogger, but I am sold on Substack. It's like, you've all heard of it. I won't waste any of your time talking about it, but the fact that you can network with people who are expecting long form content, hallelujah. I was like, fucking thank you. Because, you're not expecting that. It's taking what everybody recognizes as a blog and the necessary benefits of a blog and putting it on a platform where people are expecting to get to read stuff. And so your audience is there looking for you instead of you trying to build a blog that will show up in search results. It's rad.
There you go. Carol got her new Hobonichi weeks. So she's going to plan all the author stuff now. I
almost got Carol to click up. Almost. She reached out to me the other day. Amy, ... I'm considering ... using ClickUp. And I sent a whole bunch of those, like, everybody calm down, be cool. And I was like, whatever could it possibly be, friend? And she walked me through how her Notion is basically getting a little overloaded because she tracks so much. So she's considering branching off some of her stuff into other things. And I was like, ClickUp can do this, ClickUp can do that, click. But then she asked me if it can do manuscripts, which is like the one thing that it is not set up to do at all. And then she was like, oh, no, well, just got to find something else.
You almost had her. So close.
And Carol also, she always gets these awesome Hobonichis, and she has these tiny little pens. So if you guys are at all interested in Hobonichis and pens, Carol's profile, she has like a, what is it, Carol? A 0.1 millimeter fountain pen. It's a fountain pen, and it's that tiny. So,
awesome.
she's got really cool stuff. I'm looking forward to whatever she makes with her new weekly because she had a really kick-ass system before and then she went all notion. So if she goes back, it's gonna be cool.
Ooh, I'm waiting for the 2024 planner video now. Ha ha ha.
Poor Amy. I know, Carol. You left me out to dry. She got me all excited and then nothing. Which is not what you can expect from her erotica books, by the way.
So Caro sent me these, and I love these.
Oh
They're
yeah.
smaller than the A5, and I used to love Traveler's notebooks, and that's what I've been writing my. I've been using this one for the writing prompts. Like it's half full of nothing but writing prompts right now.
Cool. She sent me some that were like slightly smaller than that one. It was like a little set of color coordinated covers. And I had one that I was living on like my desk and my purse while I was writing, like where I needed to go to the store and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
pretty helpful.
yeah, I love that.
Kara just sharing the love.
She is. I need more of these. I need more of these. I will have more eventually. Okay. All right. Let's do this last sprint because this will be the last one because I've got to get off here, wake up the hubs because he's still sleeping. And we got to go into part 2 of my week off. We got to clean the house. It's gross.
The fall haul?
The fall haul. It is happening. So let me put up our final prompt for the day. Yes, this one. Okay. I was like, did I use this from last sprint? No, I did not.
Bad
Okay.
to total shitstorm.
Yeah. So here we go. Last sprint. We're growing some sunflowers, 25 minutes. And we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know what you did, how you did in the comments. And that was our last sprint. So I'm going to go ahead and close up the Pomodoro Kitty and take down our sprint banner. There we go. Oh, okay. I'd asked Misty Kate what the quote was that was hanging over her desk, and I've actually heard that quote. That's not the quote. I thought for some odd reason that was not the quote that I thought you were talking about. And I was just like, oh, is there a quote I haven't heard of before? But that's that quote I have heard. Haha, it's just been a while. All right, how many words did I write this last sprint? 668. It was almost 666, and then I added 2 words. Plus 6.
I finished the introductory page on the content brief.
Nice. Okay, so I'm sitting at over 4,500 words for the day, which is beautiful and perfect. Yay. I'm loving it. Let's see. Eva cleaned bathroom, made, and ate some lunch. Lunch is starting to sound delicious right about now. Talked with her mom because, okay, good. She's feeling better and hopefully she'll be home tomorrow. That's awesome. Bradbury does have a lot of great quotes. Bradbury also has a lot of good short stories.
Mm-hmm.
Cat Paw wrote 2 more pages. That's awesome. Yay. Super excited. Everyone's been doing so great. Doing lots of stuff. Getting accomplished. Doing all the productive thingies. Alrighty.
I really love this community of productivity streams. It's pretty cool. I don't always engage in the comments. Sometimes I just hang out and listen. But I like having that community aspect. It helps to entertain the parts of my brain that are not entertained by whatever my productivity is.
Yeah.
So it helps a lot. Okay, so activity recap. I came up with 203 ideas for my plot. Skye put out a PDF in her September newsletter. If you sign up for her newsletter, you'll get a copy of it, where she broke it down. There's 2 approaches for a 7-day challenge like this: world building and word counts. And since I am a greenhorn, I decided to just go with world building, just sort of turn this into like a 7-day brain dump. And the first thing on the list was plot. So I spent the whole day, the whole work time, productivity time, thinking about plot points from my story idea. And if I make it to Caro's stream this evening, I'm probably going to do some organizing then.
There you go. I wrote words on my novella because I have a word count goal of 5,000 words, and I'm now sitting at 4,500. So we're halfway there. More than halfway there.
So if you're 4,500 of 5K, you're practically there. Like one more sprint and you could do it. Yep.
Not doing it though. Not doing one more sprint. Do not join Eva on this quest for another sprint. Let's see. Morgan's at a little over 2,000 words for the day. That's awesome. Nice. And Morgan's goal is 3K, so she's almost there too. You go, Morgan. You got this. Ms. Swift did more brainstorming. Caro is back after trolling a friend and answering work emails. Caro is at work, so she adulted during this stream, which is perfectly fine. It's all good.
One of my favorite things about being a freelancer is the amount of adulting I have to do during my work hours is up to me. So I quite enjoy that.
Y'all are bad. Shame on y'all. No, we're not doing more sprints. I've already done 6.
Skye does have something important she has to attend to afterwards. Otherwise, I would be chanting for a sprint too. But Skye's got to go do like bona fide grown-up stuff when we get off of here.
Yeah. Eva did 2,500 words for the day so far. And I'll be streaming later with Caro. So like I'll be I don't know if I'm on camera or not. I can't remember if we discussed that. My brain is now fried for a little bit. I need a break anyways. Um but yeah, Caro is streaming later and I'll be somewhere on hers, whether it's in the comments or camera or whatever. So like I will get more writing done today. There will be more sprints. I will beat the 5K I'm supposed to reach by a lot.
Nice.
For now. I have to go because I have to go clean the monstrosity I call my library. So
I look forward to your next book purge video.
oh no. It's not behind me. I still need more boxes to put them in.
Mm-hmm.
See, there we go. And okay, so Jules is sprinting currently. You guys could go join Stream Hop and go join Jules for sprints. There you go.
Nice.
Okay. But anyways, do you want to go ahead and let the people know who you are and then we'll get off here?
Yeah, I am Amy. I am one of Skye's chattiest friends. Sorry, I didn't see you were drinking.
Thanks. I love you too.
Oh shit. Skye and I have been friends since high school. So plenty of love and middle fingers to go around from time to time. She actually kind of like got me initiated in my writing journey, and I helped her look at a couple marketing things for her challenge. So I decided to join. I have only a vague understanding of what I'm doing. I'm just doing world. Why is this word so hard for me today? World building on my project. So yeah, I'm also friends with Caro, so I may or may not appear there as well. And yeah, that's me. That's why I'm here. Thank you for having me. And I look forward to tomorrow.
Hey, yeah. And I am Skye. I'm a fantasy author who's currently dealing with flies, apparently. And I typically write paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. And I am working on a YA urban fantasy for the 7-day book challenge. I am streaming daily at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to do anywhere from 4 to 6 sprints a day for the rest of this week. So don't worry, more sprints to come, more chaos to come. We've got this. And I thank you guys for, there's been a lot of new people in the comment section that I'm not used to see. And I love you all. And I hope you guys all.
Caro stream, promotes Caro stream tonight.
Yep. I'm going to be here tonight on Caro stream. She is streaming at 6 o'clock Mountain Time, which is 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So I hope to see you all there as well. She's not streaming daily, but she is going to be doing several streams during this week. I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. I did post on Instagram the streaming schedule. I need to post it on YouTube because I just realized I didn't do that. I'll put it in my community tab. So if you want to know more about the streaming schedule, you can pop all over there in another like 10 minutes and I'll have it posted there. So anyways, I will see you guys all later. It's been lovely. And I don't think there's anything else I need to say. So
happy writing, everyone.
Yep. Bye, everyone.